This is DSP's pre-stream from February 19th, 2016, in response to AlphaOmegaSin, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, AlphaOmegaSin calling him out, just name-dropping him for like 5 seconds I fucked that up. I'll edit and post. Fuck it. We'll do it live!
Anyway, so I just want to get that out of the way first, though. Is AlphaOmegaSin, for like 5 seconds, said that Phil rage quit. And that he's like... But no, that's just it. He said like for 5 seconds he's a rage quitter, and that's it.
And it led to this.
Yes.
Now, before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, now is the portion of the video...
Perfect way to start.
People will be coming to watch. I have to publicly address something. I addressed it on Twitter last night. Okay? And I'm not going to put up with this shit.
State of Phil's Union for like the 50th
Right?
time.
Why does Phil have to address it?
Talking about, okay?
Because he has such an ego, small name, big ego, that if somebody besmirches his name, he's got to go out of his way to defend it.
Some popular YouTubers have taken upon themselves to name drop me in their videos, on Twitter.
Popular YouTubers?
In many different fashions.
Yeah,
Who else is
there was
there?
a plural in there.
Always
I
in a
don't
negative
know.
light. It would be, one thing if, someone wants to talk about me and say, oh, Phil's covering Street Fighter 5 or whatever, but no, it's always got to be in a negative light, right? Now,
It's a good thing, yeah. Go ahead and name drop me.
Right?
Why do you think it's always in a negative light, Phil?
I've been on YouTube since 2007, started really covering stuff in depth.
I hate how he uses that as like an excuse that he can't be made fun of. I was here since 2007. You guys haven't.
He's been around the block as the town bicycle.
In a positive light. Over 1 or 2 YouTubers that have pissed me off for stuff that they've done.
No, Phil, you have not talked about all the other YouTubers almost always in a positive light.
How long has it been since
I can't think of a single time you've ever mentioned another popular YouTuber in a positive light.
One moment,
that's very true.
6 years ago, where his advertising.
Didn't he rag on Toby Turner or something?
He's doing that now, saying that his ads were on my videos. So he called him out for it.
Because Toby Turner can control that, right?
Yeah.
Listen, which I wanted to do.
He bitched out on talking to Phil about his ads being on Phil's videos? What could you possibly talk about?
But for the most part, I don't bother.
Yeah, so can I ask why you're having ads on Google? Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to promote my business, and I guess since we're in the same business type, that Google put your ads over it. I'm really sorry. Yeah, how dare you, bro?
If Phil's acting as if he's some sort of mob boss. I mean, what do you think you're doing with this?
We're gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
I'm in the ad business.
DSP or Dark Side Phil in a negative light, and it would be one thing.
I want his family dead. I want his dog dead.
I want his indirect career gone.
They're addressing some bullshit. All right, they're addressing some kind of crazy bullshit.
Take the ads, leave the trollers.
Video that was made about me that's usually one-sided and completely false in the scheme of things. It's pretty silly.
In the scheme of things.
In the scheme of things?
Campaign videos for people who are in fucking
what
politics.
scheme?
It's all a plot to get them.
What thing?
A million years ago. And they'll say, this person had
now he's comparing himself to politics.
And now they've completely
you know what? He's such a slimy greaseball that I'm okay with that.
Like something out of context or whatever. That's kind of what people do to me. All right? Now, not to say that I haven't.
kind of. Sort of, maybe a little bit, except not at all.
I was going to say kind of as in not at all.
Right? And not to say that I'm the best gamer on the planet. And certainly not to say that I have not done a lot of the things that people accuse me of doing or that, I haven't done negative things in the past. I wholeheartedly fess up to it because guess what?
There might have been once or
I upload all of it to
twice.
YouTube myself.
No, you don't.
It's not like there's some behind-the-scenes.
There are so many videos you don't upload to YouTube.
Hiding from the public.
No, remember that matchup between Cerulean?
No.
Oh yeah, the one that I had to go to a different channel to find. Remember when he was up against Quiet Connor, the guy he told everybody to go DDoS and attack?
If you watch my stuff, there's nothing really to fucking hide. Let's face it here, okay?
Except for advocating cyberbullying and making up quotes from journalists.
Bring all this up.
Or hiding all the videos that have pre-stream art on it that I can't show anymore.
Exactly.
Just to be, we gotta jump on the DSP hate bandwagon for cheap laughs and views and har har har. And it's a
You're the one
fucking
who's steering
super
it,
bitch
Phil.
tactic, because the bottom line is, if these guys had anything interesting to fucking say for themselves, they just focus on that. They focus on their own positive content rather than trying to bring down others.
Oh, it's only got to be positive. The internet's got to be one big hug
Well, a
box.
lot of people don't have that kind of quality. They don't have
If
that
they
kind
don't
of
focus on
talent.
the positives, they obviously
And so
have nothing to
be
say.
Negative about shit all the time, and that's how they get a name for themselves. All right. I at least like to think that I balance myself. Yes, there's times when I'm negative.
Yeah,
negative
you're the
about
yin
shit,
and
in
yang,
particular
buddy.
This week, with Street Fighter 5 and how bad the online connections have been, I openly admit I've been very negative about it. But on the flip side of that, when the game's working, I'm very positive, right?
No,
There's
you're
tons of
not.
Stuff that I've done, games I love, super positive. I've got that balance.
Name
And
one.
by the way, when I am honest about stuff, I'm not hurting anyone because I'm not pulling shit out of my ass, right? And I'll be honest again,
Bullshit.
back in the day, we're talking 5-6 years ago, when I was
Wasn't there a
relatively
game where he
new to
wanted all the
YouTube, I was
developers taken
misinformed
outside and
about a lot
shot?
of stuff, and I had a lot of really uninformed opinions about stuff like Minecraft, right? I used to hate Minecraft. Oh my god, Minecraft is a horrible game for little kids and it's ruining the internet, right? And now here we are in 2016.
Here we are,
I played
2016,
the
after I
game,
got paid to
understand
play the
appeal of
game.
and I've grown a lot
Yeah.
as a person.
Remember
So I
all
can
those times
certainly
that he
understand,
played the game since he got paid
being
for it?
misinformed
And really,
talking
if
out
you
your
got paid to
asshole,
play a game, would you
because I've
still
done
be
it in the
shitting
past,
on it
but I
if you
certainly
hated
don't
it?
understand
You wouldn't
it
try and spin it
when
to be like,
you're
yeah, you
someone
know,
who's
I
a
like
popular
this
YouTuber, you've
feature.
got a big
This
following,
game seems
and now you're
okay.
gonna literally talk
Wouldn't
out
you
of your
wouldn't
own
you
fucking
play it
soul
after you've been
about something
after
you
like
have
to
no
pay
fucking
to play it
knowledge
at
of what any of it
War Off
even
if you
means.
enjoyed
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
All right?
Because he only played it
So
for the
let's
amount
be
of time
real
that he was
here.
paid to play it for.
Earlier this week, a YouTuber by the name of AlphaOmegaSin put out
Oh,
a
so he
vlog,
called somebody out for
which is
name
pretty
dropping,
much
but he's
the-
going to
the
name
meat
drop
of
him
what
back.
He does. He just stands there and
Way to
Yes.
take
stares
that
at the
moral high
camera,
ground.
or geeks out at the camera. He does both, dependent on the situation.
Now he's making
Basically,
fun of
he
his
covers
general
gaming
style.
News stories, and he covers other
How
stuff.
dare
He's one of
he.
these gaming, well, not really gaming, but just kind of drama vlogging YouTubers, where all he really does is stand at the camera and cover current events. Now he does other stuff too. All right, he does gaming and stuff, but that's not his primary focus. And he's got a
Then
big
why did you say it was all he really
for
does?
covering
Because all he
controversial
really
topics
does is focus on the
and
negative.
raging at these topics, screaming at the top
How
of his
dare
lungs,
he.
calling people out and swearing at the camera, yada yada.
Oh
yada.
yeah, don't make fun of people
I don't
swearing
watch
at the
his stuff. I
camera.
don't watch anyone's stuff.
Phil
on
never
YouTube.
does
That's
that
not negative
stuff.
to him. I don't watch anyone's stuff on YouTube. I'm too busy with my
Then
own
how have
stuff.
you heard about it?
But
How do you
I
know
get
if you
about,
if you don't watch his stuff?
100 emails from people saying, Phil,
Yeah, I'm sure
why is
100
Alpha
fans
Omega
emailed
talking
you.
shit about you
Yeah.
in this video. And I watched the video, and for a good
Somehow I
30
doubt he'd
seconds,
get
the
even
guy
one.
goes
The
on
one
a
email he would get
ranting
is Arian
tangent
Lord asking when
about
Jack 3 is
rage
going to
quitters
happen.
in video games.
Yeah. Considering that
Doesn't
Phil
even
will
really
respond to people on
apparently
Twitter who don't
understand what it
even like
means
tag
to
him
rage
in,
quit in a video game.
I'm certain that he is looking
And then
up
he
things
name drops
constantly.
me as the example, like the poster boy for rage quitting in video games. I have to speak up. Okay? I have to.
Why?
And the bottom line is this.
Why can't you just ignore
I'm
it?
not going to put up with this shit anymore.
How
from
else is
anyone.
he
I
going to
don't
make
give a fuck,
drama?
how big you are
Ah.
on YouTube. You have no right to name drop me in a negative light and be completely fucking wrong.
But I can
If
name
you
drop
wanna
other
call me
people and
out
be
on something
completely
that I've
fucking
actually
wrong.
done,
I actually agree with Phil. They have
But
no
don't
right to
come
name
at
drop
me
him
with
and be
fucking
wrong,
bullshit
but the
like
problem
this.
here is that they are name dropping him
the
and
bottom line
completely
is it
right.
hurts me and it hurts my business. Because now anyone who watches AlphaOmegaSin's videos is going to say, oh, Darkside Phil, he's that infamous fucking rage quitter. Why would I ever watch him play Street Fighter 5?
Well, that's not
Keep
the
in
audience
mind,
you would
I
want
put out
then.
tons of awesome
Exactly.
Wouldn't you want the
this
audience
week,
that would watch
and,
Alpha
no
Omega
rage
Sin's
quitting,
videos and say,
because
and
that's
they
not
hear
what
him
it
say that
fucking
about you?
is.
Wouldn't
So
wouldn't you want the
let's
ones who
address
could form their own opinion, go to your
All
channel
right,
and say,
let's
hey, you
address
know
it.
what? He took him out of
For about
context.
30 seconds, he's
Yeah.
well, he has a whole video about how bad
No,
Street
I just
Fighter
want
5 is,
sheep.
Okay.
Give me
And
money.
Even though he wasn't very
They're
concise
tainted
about
now.
it,
I don't want them.
he has a point. I've complained just as much about Street Fighter 5 this week, how non-functional it is, how, how many problems the game has. And in the video, for about 30 seconds, he addresses rage quitting. Now, the point that he's trying to make...
So you admit that was
is
only
if
for
you
like
rage
30
quit an online
seconds?
match of Street Fighter 5, there's no penalty for it. So allow me to explain what rage quitting is in a fighting game
Oh,
so that there's
yes.
no messed up
We're going to get
conceptions
the Phil
here.
dictionary out
Okay.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
You know,
talk about
rage
it.
quitting's in an
In a
actual
fighting game,
dictionary
play a
too.
fighting game online. and
on
you
Oxford.
rage quit. What it means is that
Amazing.
you're in a match, typically a ranked match. It could
I'm
be
going to look up
a
this
casual
definition
match,
right
although
now while
somewhat-
Phil's
somewhat a
lying.
casual match doesn't really matter because there's nothing really being measured in a casual match. If you lose a casual match in most fighting games, it doesn't affect anything. No rankings or anything are negatively affected.
Definition of a rage quit: angrily abandon an activity or pursuit
In
that has become
regards to
frustrating, especially the
online
playing of a
fighting,
video game.
If you're playing
Can you
a
repeat
ranked
the first part of that one
and
last
you're
time for me?
losing, all right, you're gonna
Angrily
lose the
abandon
match.
an
So
activity
basically,
or
when you lose,
pursuit
your
that has
rank's gonna
become
go down,
frustrating.
you're gonna
Alright.
lose ranking points, whatever the hell it is. Instead of letting the match finish,
I like that. Yeah,
and
it's a
basically
good
taking
definition.
your licks
Mhm.
and accepting your loss.
There's nothing in there that says you have to completely quit out of the match.
So
It
whether
just
you
says you have to
pull
abandon
the
it.
Ethernet cord out the back of your console. whether
Oh,
you shut
unlike
the game
Demon
down,
Souls that
whatever
I did,
means
guys,
it is,
wink.
And it's different for different games.
Yeah.
Too. There's different ways to rage quit. Basically, you quit out of the match before the results of that match can be recorded in the online servers, and there's no negative penalty put against you. And it's
Or you
equally
could also just
frustrating
quit and
because
give up
the
and
person
allow
who
your
won
opponent
doesn't
to
get
beat you
credit for their
down.
win either.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Okay.
Does Phil think that the only way, like
So,
the only
the bottom
game you
line
can ever
is,
rage quit is Street
It's
Fighter
a bad
5?
practice,
Because that's what
it's
he's talking
nasty,
about?
It's cowardly. It's dishonest. It's fucking.
I'm
really just
no,
a
because
way
he'll
to
bring
prove
up the
that you're a
topic that he's
bitch,
uploaded other
and you
fighting
can't
games
man up
before.
and
I think
actually
he's
play a
just
fighting
talking
game
about
and
fighting
take a
games in
loss.
general, which
Okay.
is completely
And
wrong.
I am staunchly against it. I've
Even by
always
his
been
own definition, he rage quit against Evil Table.
rage quitting. In fact, if you watch the thousands upon thousands of fighting game videos that I've released,
Yeah, you
across the
guys have
internet,
time to watch thousands
you
upon
will
thousands
be
of
very
videos and
hard
look for those one or
to
two
find
things,
me
right?
Rage quitting.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
My
some
one or
people
two
don't know
specific
what rage quit
examples.
actually means, and they make shit
It's like
up.
that idiot Revan
And they'll
who's
be
going
"Oh,
like,
it's
hey, I
just-
want
you
to
just
see
give
the
up."
actual
No,
Phil
that's
video
wrong,
of
'cause if
him
you
doing
keep
whatever.
playing the
And people
game
are like, are
and
you
you keep
crazy?
your
There's
loss, the other person
thousands of
gets credit for the
videos.
win.
I'm not searching through them for you.
Yep.
There have been times when I'm playing online games and I'm frustrated. The connection's absolutely terrible. Or
And then you gave up and
there's a
rage quit.
character who online is incredibly abusable because of the online lag between when you're doing stuff with your
Such
actual
as
controller
Zangief,
and
the
when
guy
it
you like to
actually
play
takes
as.
effect in the game. And there have been matches where I just give it up and I'm like, whatever, just beat me. I don't give a shit. That's not a rage quit. And if you say it is, you're a fucking moron. That's not what a fucking rage quit is. A rage quit in a fighting game is when you quit out of the match to stop that match from being recorded on the online servers and cheating everyone out of credit for the match. Now, the reason why this is a big issue in Street Fighter V is because there is no penalty in Street
You
Fighter V
already
for doing
said
it.
this, you
can go
moron.
play
The
ranked
record just
matches
skipped
right now
and
in
went
Street
back
Fighter
into the
V,
wrong
be
groove.
ready to lose and immediately just rage
Oh.
quit out of the match.
We accidentally
You will
just
not be
rewound the video a little
penalized,
bit.
and your rank doesn't go down. So right now, there's a lot of controversy because people are feeling that the top ranked people playing.
Could you
Street
tell
Fighter
us where the
V
controversy is,
actually
Phil? Because I
earn
haven't
those
actually
rankings.
seen
Yeah,
it.
I haven't heard
They
anything
lost a
about it.
ton, along with the
Some
wins
links
that
would
they
be
have,
nice.
But the losses
Yeah.
aren't being recorded because they're quitting out. Okay.
If you weren't in
No.
That's the
stream
big
chat,
issue, the big
how would
controversy about
how
Street
would you
Fighter
get
V.
half
Why
the
was there no
information
penalty
that Phil's trying to
instituted
give you?
for rage quitting?
Yeah.
And I agree. That is horrendous.
You just have to take him at his word.
Complete lack.
You could at least
of
tell me the
foresight
websites
by
where
the
this
game
controversy is
developers
going
to
on
think
so I could look it up for myself.
Hey,
don't
say go to
need to
Hadouken.com or
include
whatever
some
the
kind of a
name of the
fail-safe
website
so
is.
People don't just quit out of
Yeah.
the ranked match when they lose. Now the bottom line is, does any of it matter? No. Because no one
Then
gives a
why are you
fuck about
talking
online
about
rankings in
it?
the game. But these kids who play these fucking games got these giant big E fucking boners, and they actually feel that, you know, it matters to the fact that they win every match in a fucking online fighting game. Now, for those of us who've
If
been
you
around the
feel that
block,
if you
people
don't
like
think
me
it
who
matters,
have
Phil,
been
then why are you
competitive
talking about it
Street
like
Fighter
this?
back
Well,
in
I gotta
the
win
day
every
before the
match.
internet,
That's why I
online
bitch about
connectivity. It's a
online
joke.
lag and my combo
running
never
joke.
came out, and I would have
Because
had
you
that
guys
if the
think
combo
that
came
shit
out.
matters.
Mhm.
basically
Can I
have
also
no
point
fucking
out that
life. You're a geek.
yesterday's second
You think that
stream,
having an online record in
he
a fighting
went
game
to like
matters.
Ultra
It's a
Bronze
joke.
or whatever the
Most
hell the next
people,
step up from Super Bronze
right,
is,
who are
and
big-ass
then he lost the
tournament
ranking
winners,
because of a
don't give a
laggy
fuck
match,
about their
and he was
online
bitching about that
ranking.
for a good 5
It's
minutes.
stupid. It's pointless.
Yeah.
Okay?
I gotta
It's
look
still
up that
annoying.
video.
And it definitely was a big a lack of foresight by the game developers. They didn't put a penalty in there. Okay. Now, let's talk about why I'm pissed off. AlphaOmegaSin
we're
talks
only now
about
getting
rage
to it?
quitting for 30
13
seconds
minutes
his rant
in.
about Street Fighter V earlier this week. But what does he say?
Phil's
He
just
says,
repeating the information
"Oh,
we
yeah,
already
rage quitting,
know.
You know, when
You
you're-
covered this
get one of
already,
those
you
players
moron.
That just, you know,
Holy
they're losing
crap.
so badly in a game.
I guess he's
and, you know,
figuring
they're
his
getting
audience's
fucking
attention
assholes, and they
span
just
is so
can't
low
stop
that he's got to
making
repeat
excuses
himself.
for their loss And of course,
Somebody accidentally
it's
inserted the
never
wrong floppy
happened
disk when they
them
took the
just
previous
not
one out.
being Good or not, not having
Shit, you
skills.
idiot! You're
Always
supposed to
an
copy
excuse.
disc 2, not
They
disc
just rage
1.
quit out of the game. Guys like Darkside Phil. And basically, he uses me as an example of a rage quitter.
Which
And
you
some people
are.
are saying he didn't. Bullshit. He started his statement with rage quitters. He ended his statement with rage quitters. My name
And
was
in the middle, he
I don't
talked
give a
about
fuck.
people who throw
If you wanna
tantrums when they're
spin it
playing a
and try to
game.
defend the guy, he fucked up. Because the problem is, I never rage quit. You will be very hard pressed
Sure.
in the thousands of matchups I've
You'll be
uploaded
hard
to
pressed
YouTube.
to sit through the
more
thousands of
matchups than
matches.
anyone else.
I also like how he's very proud about that. I have more fighting matches than anybody else.
I'm willing to
To
bet that he
YouTube.
doesn't if I look on Twitch.
Good luck finding a legitimate rage quit. All right? There's
It's actually
one
pretty
match
easy.
that someone found. Guess what? It was from my April Fool's special where I did it on purpose as an April Fool's joke, and it was shocking.
So he did a
Holy
rage
shit,
quit
Phil
on
rage quit.
purpose,
He's never done that before.
but that's not a rage
Yes.
It doesn't
quit.
happen.
Uh-huh, because he says it
I'm
isn't.
sure someone will find some kind of an exception or something that happened now that I've said this. They'll data mine my fucking 4,000 fighting game matches and maybe find something.
Godspeed
The
to
bottom
whoever
line
does
is,
that.
I'm the
Well, they already
least
did it.
guilty of this accusation of anyone on the planet.
I've
The
never
least
done it. And then changed it to, oh wait, I probably
Okay.
did. I am the least
So, for
guilty.
someone who's a big YouTuber,
I'm the least
who has
guilty
a good
person on this
following
planet.
on
Unlike those
YouTube,
kids in
right,
Nicaragua who don't have a
to say
computer. What
something like
assholes.
this
Yeah.
has absolutely, it's irresponsible, it's disrespectful, it's insulting.
Oh yeah,
and
Phil's
it's
just the
fucking
pinnacle
wrong.
of respect.
And the bottom line is, people do this shit all the time about me.
You know how
They do.
honorable he is in every
And I
match we
let it
play,
go,
and like when he
and I
loses,
just
he's
say,
like,
you
you
know
know
what?
what,
I'll
that
let
guy
it
got
go
me with a bunch of
because I'm just
cross-ups,
focused on
and
my
I
own
didn't see
shit.
half the
But
moves
here's the
coming.
problem,
He
because already
outplayed
there's
me.
people in the stream chat trying to
Yeah,
defend
it was
Alpha
great when he
Omega
watched him play
Sin.
against
Even if
Ken,
he's wrong,
where
just let it go.
the guy would throw out a
All right.
Hadouken, Phil would
I've
jump
been
over,
the
then he'd
bigger man
immediately
for
get
a
hit
long
with
time.
by a
I
Shoryuken.
have. I'm very different now than I
And of
used
course,
to be.
Phil
When
was
I was-
great
when I
and just
started out
very
on YouTube, I was
respectful
very
the entire
cocky.
time, realized
I
what he
thought I
did
was the
wrong,
cock
and then
of the walk,
corrected it.
I was the big shit.
Oh, no, wait, no, he
You know, I
didn't.
was
He
the
whined
one
that
who
that was
very
bullshit, that
popular
Ken could
for
recover that
fighting games and
fast,
stuff on
and then
YouTube.
made the same
And
mistake
a lot
like
of the
5
fighting
more
games community
times
does
and
not like
got
that for that,
wiped because of
here's
it.
a guy who's not even a tournament winner, and here we are trying to be full-time gamers, and we're barely scraping by trying to win tournaments and shit to pay our bills. while
Is
Phil's
gamer a
uploading
profession
casual
now?
matches
Is
to
that
YouTube,
just like, it's no longer
and
a
he's known
hobby?
for fighting games?
I don't
and he
know.
makes a living doing it. That's not fair. And a
Phil
lot of
just
people
also
in the
called
fighting
himself a
game
tournament
community
winner,
do
which
that.
he's not.
I can't help that.
He
I can't
won,
help natural
dot,
jealousy
fourth
over
place.
success. I just can't. You know, it happened. It's not
He
like I
won a
planned for this or
qualifying
anything.
tournament
It
for
all
a
just kinda
regular
fell into my
tournament.
Oh
lap,
boy.
And I've been doing it.
That's
Full-time
like
for a
participant.
while now, and you know,
Yes.
certainly I feel for those who want to do gaming full time. And they can't
Ironically,
do
Phil
gaming
won
for-
best
whatever.
sportsmanship
You know,
at that
I can't
tournament.
help that. But people on YouTube, you know, to be angry at me for that.
I'm glad that somebody uploaded a video
But the
that showed
bottom line is,
Phil playing as the really, like,
YouTubers, as
his
of right now,
tournament
feel
strategy
safe.
where he played as the Broken Bison
They
that could
feel
perfect the enemy,
safe.
because there's a certain combo you can land
Act
that's
talking shit
impossible
about
to
me.
escape and impossible to
And the
counter.
stuff that they say is completely ridiculous. Absolutely
As soon as you
ridiculous.
hit them,
I've
you've
had
won.
big YouTubers
Jesus.
accuse me of
Yeah.
abusing copyright law.
And
That
Phil
I
did that for
throw
every
false
single match.
takedowns at other YouTubers constantly,
He eventually
and I'm
lost
known
when he
for
went
it,
up
and
against
I'm
somebody
infamous
else
for it.
who used that
And
against
I'm
him.
like, I actually was called a dick sucker publicly for doing this, even though
Well,
I've
it is part of your
never,
name, Dick
ever
Sucker Phil.
instituted anything like that on YouTube without legal counsel, meaning I hired a fucking lawyer.
AKA Machinima, I just ran to them.
Yeah.
And/or
Hey, Phil,
the
would you
interaction
mind
of my
telling us
partner
about the
network,
lawyer
Machinima.
you quote-unquote
But
hired?
I
Yeah,
get
I'd
the
like to
shit
use
for
him
it,
in my
even though I
business,
have
too.
nothing to fucking do with it. I've never done anything illegal or superfluous on the internet.
Is there an electronic
Absolutely
lawyer that you can like look up on
And that's
like
just
Google
one
lawyer?
example of the
eLawyers.com.
many people who have tried to talk
Probably.
shit about me over the years, and I always.
Because if he hired a lawyer,
let it
that's
go.
just several hundred
I
wasted
do.
there.
I
Hire
always
him and
say,
burn
I'll
him
be the
.com.
bigger man, and I'll just focus on my stuff. But now I've had enough. For two reasons, all right? Number one,
Oh man.
I am a pro fighting game player. Not currently.
No, you're not.
But
When was
if
the
I
last
want
time you
to,
stepped
I
foot at
could
a
play
pro
game enough to
tournament,
come back
pro
to the
tour,
community
tournament,
and be a
anything?
pro-level fighting game player. If I wanted
Years
to.
and
Now,
years
I don't know if I
ago.
want to, but I have tournament.
If you'd like to add
history. You
former
can
to
look
that
on the internet
title,
right
more
fucking
power
now,
to you. But
and
don't
you
call
can
yourself
see that I
a
have
tournament
won
player. Just don't.
Tournaments.
Yeah,
We're
it's
not
like a
talking
retired
some
wrestler
little
who's been
rinky-dink
retired for
tournament, a
15
local
years
here
going,
there.
I am a
Let's
pro
see,
wrestler.
Fourth place at Evo World, won 2 different Evo Easts, placed top 8 at other EVO qualifiers that weren't.
So there he just admitted that he's never won EVO.
Oh, he's just the best of his region. No, I went to all the qualifiers in 2007 and pretty much qualified every single one that I entered. And I had so many spots reserved for myself at EVO because I won
with the
so
versions
much
they were
in
using anyway.
They had to give spots
because
the fuck
according
away.
to Phil, they all use the exact same version of Street Fighter, the one with that bison.
Versions of Street Fighter over the years: Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter Anniversary Edition, the other version of Super Turbo, 2 other ones that people didn't like, Arcade Super Turbo,
2 other ones
Street
that people
Fighter
didn't like,
3
the ones I
Strike.
won at.
I've done really well in tournaments.
Yes.
So I don't want to fucking hear it. You know what I mean?
I wanted all these terrible versions.
I'm basically suck at
That's like
fighting
playing
games.
chess with only pawns.
You're wrong. Now, I'm not great at every single fighting game, and certainly one thing that I
Then why did you just say you were, and blind to people who said you weren't?
If I'm playing a fighting game online, and the
how dare you say I'm terrible? Yeah, I'm not terrible.
Using an abusive
I'll admit
strategy on me, and I can't react to it, I will say this game is a fucking piece of shit. This player sucks ass. And no,
if I
it's
can't
not
react
my
to the other
fucking
player,
fault.
the game is a piece of
This is
shit.
online. Good luck.
So
doing those
if
kind of
online
stupid,
pisses you off so
abusive,
much,
pattern
why do you continue to
tactics
play?
in an offline tournament?
Exactly.
I don't understand that. One of the reasons why I stopped playing Team Fortress 2 is because I was done with everyone using crutch-like weapons. Like, okay, I can't handle this anymore. It's no longer fun. There, end.
That's honestly one of the reasons I stopped with TF2 as well. This was just like, yeah, there's just this. It's all about the market where it's like, oh, you need to get the best weapons, best gear, and all that. And that's just not the game I was interested in playing.
Or did you go on the forums and start bitching about how everyone's using this weapon and they're scrubs and you can't react to it?
No, I did that on the Payday 2 things when they came out with those safes. They had the skins that gave me +2 to concealment.
Gotcha.
So that is absolutely correct.
Damn, they ruined my stealth strategy.
I need to pay to get a noticeable advantage. I can go from 75 concealment to 75.
AlphaOmegaSin.
How dare they do that to me?
Videos that I've uploaded over, I believe, about 100 so far. I've complained.
That is not a mark of honor.
10 to 20 times tops. So
that's not what this is how you don't play shows, Phil.
Of the time, there may be a blip in the internet connection, and I say something about it. That's not the majority of the time.
That's not the game's fault.
So
I also like he bitches about just a blip.
Wrong.
You can bitch about it if it's prolonged problems, but like, oh, it blinked for a second. Damn, I lost. Fuck this game.
If you're getting a PowerPoint presentation when you're supposed to be playing Street Fighter, then sure. But otherwise, you have no right to complain about it.
Fun fact, he called a match that exact same name yesterday when it was not.
A PowerPoint presentation?
He's like playing a PowerPoint.
Rage quitting in fighting games.
Wow.
I always call that shit.
And here slides 800 to 880.
That is fucking a pussy move. That is a chicken shit move. It's cowardly. It don't deserve it. All the matches where I've sat there and raged at how bad the player was or the connection was, I never rage quit the game.
Yes, you did, by the dictionary definition.
And it fucking registers on the online server. So.
Oh, so he's got some kind of
he's
got some kind of dignity now because he at least let the loss go through.
And I'm not going to put up with it anymore.
I'm
not going to be,
you know, quitting out to the dashboard on the PlayStation 4 so you don't hear that guy asking you questions and allowing him to beat the tar out of you. That's not a rage quit because I let the loss through.
Jackass. And can't erase that.
Clearly.
So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to rage
So I guess Street Fighter 5 actually is the only game you can rage quit on, according to Phil.
Say shit like this in their videos about me, it hurts me. It hurts myself. It hurts my business. Because, like I said,
then maybe you're in the wrong business, Phil.
Yeah,
if you don't have,
maybe you shouldn't look up stuff that they say if it hurts you.
Or if you don't, you have this thin a skin. Try something else.
Oh wait, AlphaOmegaSin said he's just a shithead, dirty rage quitter who complains every fucking match. Well,
what do you think you're doing now?
That was pretty accurate, actually.
And that's his fault for lying in his fucking video. And I'm not putting up.
Maybe he was being a real motherfucker and voicing his opinion, Phil. Did you think about that?
I'm absolutely done with it.
So what are you gonna do, Phil, if you're not putting up with it anymore? What are you gonna do?
You're gonna get fucking roasted when I get my fucking hands on you.
Oh, physical violence! Excellent.
I can say about a lot of fucking YouTubers. And
I would love to see Phil try those little noodle arms of his.
But I bite my tongue so that I just stick to my own work stuff. And I just do my own shit every day. I don't let it get to me, right? Even though, as all the other YouTubers
clearly it's not getting to you.
Me with all the tactics on YouTube to become bigger and better, and they soak up all the fucking views, and I just sit here minding my own business,
Bullshit.
doing my own thing every day, right?
Yeah.
And I get all this fucking hate from
You
all the
start
little
fights
kids on
all the
internet.
How many
time.
pre-streams
And
are
now all these
dedicated
YouTubers
to
are
you?
trying to
Like,
rebut
oh,
their
so
fucking jokes.
apparently today there was an
Fuck
argument on Twitter.
No. Now
Mhm.
you've done it. Now you've broken the last straw. I'm sorry.
What?
No, I said that wrong. That is the straw that broke the camel's back. It's that simple. That's the
Showing
straw
how
that
intelligent
broke the
he
camel's
is.
back. I am not gonna fucking
That's
put
the
up
pee
with
under
this
the
shit
last
any
mattress.
longer.
No, wait, huh?
Real fucking talk.
Look, you've dotted the I's and dotted the T's and crossed the
when
I's.
it comes to this shit. I've let everyone shit on me, 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 shit on me everywhere. To the point where I've got shit up to my fucking eyeballs. And I don't
All
like
that
it.
shit came out of your
I don't
ass,
fucking
Phil.
like it. So from now on, if you're gonna name drop me and you're gonna be fucking wrong, at least be right about what you're saying. Like,
Hold on,
was.
wait.
AlphaOmegaSin
If you're going to name drop me and be wrong, be right. Is there some kind of catch-22 paradox there that I'm not getting?
I do it more than anyone else.
Yeah.
I call people out for their shit, and I call game programmers out for their bullshit. Right? That's
Oh,
kind
but
of
if somebody
the
calls
passion
you
a lot
out
of
on
people
your
watch my
bullshit,
stuff.
that's hands
They hear me
off.
rage
No,
and
no.
call bullshit when I see it. But to say I'm a rage quitter, you fucked up. You don't even know what the word means if you're going to call me a rage quitter. So, I'm done with
Really,
it.
Phil? Because I just looked up the
Everyone
definition.
wants to try to pull this shit.
So when he gets called a
You're gonna get
racist
I'm done
or a
with it. I'm not gonna
misogynist,
do any
that
of this
doesn't
shit
phase
anymore.
him,
You wanna
but a
fucking
rage
pull
quitter,
some
that's
bullshit on
the
Twitter
that's the
and
one
talk
that
shit
sets him
about
off.
me. I
Yeah.
make a big
Can I?
video,
Is there some kind of
where
moral
I'm talking
dissonance
about
there,
an
or am I
important
just wrong?
subject on YouTube.
I don't know.
Maybe I misspeak in one part, or I make one point that you disagree with, and you're gonna ignore the whole fucking thing that I'm saying, the whole general positive point that I'm saying, because you nitpick.
Where
one
was
little
the
fucking
positive
thing you
point
want
here?
Wow.
I'm gonna rip your fucking asshole out and shove it down your throat. Because
Okay,
I am
yeah.
not
When
gonna
you
be
have
a
difficulty
boy
opening a
YouTube
video
anymore.
game box, I highly doubt that.
So I'm putting everyone on fucking notice.
That's why I
I'm not
buy
a
things
bitch.
digitally now.
I'm not anyone pussy.
Remember when he
If
was
you're gonna
so
be
impressed
wrong,
when he tied
prepare
together
to get
those
your
two
ass
slip
handed
knots
to
on
you.
that black flag?
I'm not putting up with it.
If I do
any
this, I'm going to be
fucking
really impressed with
No.
myself. And it was just two
No.
slip knots.
The bottom line is, I was around doing YouTube videos before most of you. And you
Why?
just use me
what?
as
Yeah.
the joke, the butt of the joke of YouTube. DSP still around? Oh,
You're like that
just
old
fucking-
substitute
you
teacher
woke
that
the
never
secret
goes away
dragon
that
and you
nobody
opened a can
likes.
of worms that you are not going to be able to
It doesn't
digest.
matter how long you've been around, you're
You
still a
don't wanna
joke.
fuck with it. You
Well,
don't.
how
So,
how many
anyway,
people have made fun of
well,
Phil for still being
glad I
around
got
instead
that
of
off my
still
chest.
being a
Anyway,
jackass?
The reason I'm bringing this up, last
Good
night I brought it
point.
up
I
on
can't think of
Twitter.
any.
I direct tweeted AlphaOmegaSin. I don't know if he's going to respond. I
Oh,
didn't
he
insult
responded,
him.
all
I
right.
basically just said you're dead fucking
Yes.
wrong. You obviously only have a casual understanding of what fighting games are.
Hey,
and what
filthy
rage quitting
casual
actually is.
scrub, get the
I'm
fuck
not a
outta
rage
here.
quitter, and you
Mhm.
misrepresented me to your viewership, which is ridiculous and not professional. And you owe
But
them
this
an
is.
apology, and you owe me an apology. And let's get
This is the professional at work.
so we'll see what happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all these. Oh my
Well,
god.
I'm a professional game player. I'm a professional
swear,
editor,
I'm
but I'm not a
tired. If you have a
professional
pair of balls,
Twitterer.
now's
So.
the
Now
time
for him to
show it.
attack his fans in the chat.
Oh, Phil just fueled the trolls. He fueled the trolls by saying, "Fuck the trolls." The trolls say shit about me no matter what anyway.
Yet you keep
I've been
responding
quiet.
to
Every
them.
time I'm quiet, they just
Yes.
make new shit up. For 3 days, they've been trying
Really,
to find
Phil?
examples of me
Golf
rage
clap
quitting
to you.
fighting
You
games.
are
They
trying to
pulled
ignore
one
the
out from
trolls.
my April
Excellent,
Fool's
but
special,
no,
and then they pulled out a video of me where I
Phil,
gave
they
up in
found
injustice
ma-
because
several
I was standing
examples of you
projectiles
rage
because
quitting.
It was too laggy for me to react, so I just walked forward the whole match and let him beat me, and they said that was a rage
too
quit.
laggy to react.
It
No, no, no,
was.
no, no,
And
no,
you're
no,
a
no, no.
fucking moron if you think it is.
Yeah,
You have
it
no
wasn't
idea
the
what the fuck
lag,
you're
it was the
talking about.
Deathstroke.
That was that was you getting
They'll
zoned
say
like
whatever
a
the fuck they
bitch.
want, and there's nothing I can do about it.
You know what the best
So let
part
them
is
grab
too
a
is that
fucking field
Zod is a
day.
zoning
Let them pull out
character.
their fucking dicks and jerk off all over their fucking computer screens, because that's the only reason that they fucking follow me anyway. Because this is how they get their fucking attention.
34 years
popularity.
old, everyone.
Do you think I'm gonna be calling them out?
Mm-hmm.
No. But if a legit YouTuber is gonna be dead fucking wrong,
So what's the difference
Then I'm
between
gonna
them and a
fucking say
legit
something.
YouTuber?
The little check mark next to their name? I don't know.
all right.
By that definition, does Phil not fit
So
the
there we
legit
are.
YouTuber
I've now
role?
gotten it off my chest.
Good point.
I feel a lot better now. I've almost lost my voice.
Oh, damn, that
But
would
it
be a
is what it
shame.
is. Name droppers will be name droppers. You want to try to get that little bit of attention, right? Oh my
Yeah, I'm sure
gosh.
Alpha Omega Sin needed the attention from you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Man, I can't wait for a stream of
You'll
400
need it.
people to come to watch my
Because if you're gonna be
videos.
fucking dead wrong,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna get called out. And this is just the beginning.
Ooh,
So,
man, he
let's
should
see what
start.
happens with these people now and what they're gonna fucking do.
Probably the same thing they've
Because-
been doing.
I'm just not. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
be. I'm a man with a business, and I'm not gonna have my business get run into the ground by fucking people who want to be irresponsible and talk shit about me completely incorrectly.
Then you shouldn't run your own
It's-
business
it's ridiculous.
if you don't want people who are irresponsible and who are going to run it into the ground.
Absolutely ridiculous.
You're doing a far better job of that than anybody
So that
else
is it,
ever
everyone,
could,
for the
Phil.
pre-stream. I got it off my chest. All right, and I'm sure this video, oh, the drama, Phil talking.
Unfortunately,
shit,
we
which I
seem to have
did.
missed a
There
bit,
was
I
no
think,
shit-talking in
where
this
Phil
video.
was saying,
There was real
I've been the
talk.
bigger
That's the
man for a
difference.
very long
Shit
time.
talk
I've
and
never
real
taken
talk
action
are
against
two different
others.
things.
We should
That's
rewind
the
and
reason
find
a lot
that
of people
part.
don't like me, because I talk for real. I talk the truth, and sometimes the reality
I said this
are
before in
very
another
harsh,
video. I'm
but
going to say it
I
again.
always
There's a
speak
difference
it, and I
between
have the balls to
telling the
fucking say
truth and
rather
being
than these people
polite
who
about
just
it and
talk
telling
shit
the
out of
truth
their
and being a
assholes
complete
completely incorrectly
dickhead about
stuff
it.
and want to basically
Yeah.
make someone look bad.
So you can
so
keep telling the
hopefully
truth,
they
Phil,
get
but when you
better- they
do
get
this
more
29-minute
attention, right?
diatribe,
That's the
then
difference between me and other
as a
people.
jackass, then I don't care if you're being
But I
right or not.
digress.
It's
I got it off my chest.
Yeah.
And now the time has come for me to actually.
That time,
push
too,
these
when he was
writers
yelling, like,
into
I've never taken any action against others. What does he think copyright claims are, the ones he put in?
protecting his business. That's different.
Those ones don't count, just like my rage
Exactly.
quits.
God, Street Fighter V is the best thing that happened to Phil. For us, I mean, not him, but
Yeah.
so far so good.
So what?